Hello, Al Pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents. My thoughts on Ape versus Monster. That's right, the film that promises to be the greatest of all time. And it comes close to delivering because it is the greatest waste of all time that I've had in a long time. Basically, these two have absolutely nothing to worry about from Ape versus Monster. Not like we thought they would anyway, but it didn't even come close. Uh, Sadly, these two, um, the the mutated uh, Gila monster and Abraham, the once cute little chimpanzee that for some reason survived decades in space. They never really explain how that happened. Who brings back some strange alien goo that, of course, has um, mutated him and had him grow in great size. And then, of course, the scientists do such a bad job at the cleanup that this Gila monster comes along and has himself a little lunch. It turns into this big, blurry, bad monster, and it's just really, really bad. Top to bottom, the only decent thing about the film is the music, and it's so derivative of the MonsterVerse music. You just might as well just watch the MonsterVerse films for the music because this it's terrible. The acting, the story. I mean, and the effects. Look at these guys. They're terrible. And they even throw in this alien subplot that's never fleshed out. Somehow the alien goo is what's controlling these monsters, and the aliens are kind of controlling the signal, and the spaceship flies over Hawaii, and then of course once we figure out how to stop the signal, the aliens just leave. It's why nothing is explained. It's just a really bad film, and it's not even a good bad film. And I know a good bad film, Ouija Shark. So you get a good laugh in a film like a Ouija Shark. This film really, it was almost so bad it was painful to watch, uh, and especially painful. Poor Eric Roberts. I mean, an actor of some stature. Did he need the paycheck? Do we need a GoFundMe for him? Because I don't know why he did this. There's, I mean, they needed a name and maybe he just had a free weekend because that's probably how long it took for them to film this thing. It really, it isn't even really that fun to watch. And I love a fun bad movie, but I couldn't really find much to enjoy about this film. Uh, so ultimately, if you want to see good kaiju action, good ape versus monster type action, go see Godzilla versus Kong again, or rent it, or find it somewhere. It's going to give you the biggest bang for the buck. And so I have to say, I got to give thumbs down to Ape versus Monster. I really thought this film could have been something really fun, but this thing is so bad. If I were in charge of the Sci-Fi Channel, I wouldn't even show it on a Saturday night. That's how that's how bad this film is, I believe. And yeah, if you saw the monster earlier, he looks absolutely nothing like the ape on this thing. Looks absolutely nothing like the ape in the movie. Terrible. I mean, terrible special effects for this thing, and they're not even on for that long. So, I mean, it had to be. They got what they paid for, I'm sure, which couldn't have been a lot. So, hard pass on Ape versus Monster. definitely something better you can find out there. Like I said, if you want a good ape versus monster film, Godzilla versus Kong is still the king of the kaiju cinema. Everyone, I hope you have a great day and stay away from ape versus monster. Wow, Big Al going negative. What a day. You know it had to be a bad film for me to go negative. Take care, guys.